second by second, you lose the opportunity to become the person you want to be.
But if you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumb.
I am the greatest.
Or my level, I don't think so. Go over there.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Sean Fit, tapping back in with another one. You got a good jab, go ahead, hit that subscribe button real quick. Let's get into it. No days off till it pay off. Let's get it.
The assumption in boxing is you're just too quick, too well schooled. You've been doing what you do since you could stand up. Okay?
But that's not the reason why I'm winning. It's not that I'm fast. It's not that I'm strong. It's not because I come from a family of fighters. It's because I'm the smartest up here. There's no fighter out there that can match me up here.
You love to train.
I know if another guy's working 10 rounds on the bag, I got to work 30 rounds on the bag. If he's boxing 10 rounds in the gym, I got to box 17 rounds in the gym.
Dedication. Dedication.
I always got to outdo the person that's on my left and the person that's on my right. I want to be the best. I train every day. I train every day. Hard. I train at awkward times. It all depends on how I feel. I never get tired. It's 1 a.m. I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather, lay in my house and sit in the movie theater and watch movies. But, to be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime. Let's go ahead and get this workout in.
People usually know enough about a subject to assume or think they are right, but don't know enough about the subject to know that they are wrong. My goal with these masterclass series is not to teach you what to think, but how to think. The mission is to train your mind and body to see things differently, to learn, achieve what you just learned, and ultimately conquer the world. All right, first I want to cover the use of the lead hand and how important it is to utilize and use in a fight, man. There's so many different ways to use the lead hand in a fight besides just jabbing, and there's so many different ways to jab. So we're looking at Floyd Mayweather versus Maidana, round 1, fight number 2. So if we look at the total punches landed versus thrown, we're only covering round 1 in this fight. 11 out of 23 total punches, which gives Floyd Mayweather 48% landed. Look at Maidana, out of 16 punches, he was only able to land 2 punches. That's crazy, 12%. If we look at the total fight, we only cover round 1, but I'm just gonna give you a glimpse of all the rest of the rounds. He basically kept Maidana on a 30% landing in any type of punches. You got so many different variety of punches you could throw, and he kept him under 30% except for the 10th round. That's amazing. That goes to show you offense, defense at the same time, and you know that you build up your IQ, what you could do to a certain fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd says, about the IQ. So if we look at round 1, we look at out of 17 jabs thrown, Floyd was able to land 7. And granted, Floyd throws his jabs in so many different ways. He throws jabs to the head, jabs to the body. He throws different jabs at different angles. Marcus Maidana, he threw 6 punches, 6 jabs, didn't land any, 0% in round 1. Power punches, out of 6 punches, Mayweather landed 4, 67% for that round, for round 1. If we look at Marcus Maidana, he threw more punches than Floyd, but only landed 2, 20% accuracy. So that just goes to show you, man, if we master boxing, we study boxing, we pick up these skill sets, we can become way better fighters, increase our IQ, increase our skill set, and we come up against challenges. Somebody that's skillful and as aggressive as a Marcos Maidana, we can come out victorious. So we're gonna cover the different ways to utilize the lead hand in this series. Floyd Mayweather, let's get it. Measuring distance. Besides the jab, the lead hand is used as the range finder, checking to see if you're in range to punch. You can use it offensively and defensively. Offensively, to know what strikes you're in range to use, how far you have to step into the punch to actually land the punch, because there are certain punches like the lead hook you don't want to throw from too far away. Defensively, to judge how far you want to be from an opponent that's attacking you, so you can gauge how far back you must step, best at an angle to be out of range or at a safe distance to hit and not be hit. Blinding tool. The lead hand can also be used as a distractor or a blinding tool. Floyd uses his lead hand to momentarily blind a fighter by blocking their field of view with his lead hand. This works when your opponent has a high guard already blocking their peripheral view. The less you use your lead hand, the less of a threat you pose to your opponent. Blocking or distracting your opponent's vision leaves them unaware of what might come behind it. The jab to the body. The jab to the body is used to break a fighter's rhythm, stop them from coming forward, and steals oxygen from them. It's especially effective after your opponent misses a punch. If you notice, Floyd does a slight feint very quickly before the straight jab to the stomach. Steps forward into the punch, make sure he keeps his head low to avoid being countered. His speed allows him to get in and get out quickly as he steps out of punching range. Straight line punch doesn't punch down to the body, aimed at the solar plexus. Having accuracy on this punch makes it more effective. Measuring distance. Yo, your hands have a job and your feet have a job. In boxing, distance is a very important part of defense. When measuring distance, you want to keep your opponent right on the outside of your own reach. On offense or defense, your lead hand will gauge the distance in between you and your opponent, and your feet will bring you closer or further away from your opponent. Floyd Mayweather takes his lead hand from his waist to the face of his opponent and directly back down to his waist. And when doing so, he is also adjusting his feet, whether he is coming forward or backwards. Having proper form is important when throwing a jab to the body. From your boxing stance, I want you to extend your jab hand out as if you want to land a jab to the head of your opponent. Now keep the arm extended for a second and just squat down, using your legs for the jab to the body. If you need to get closer, just use the lead foot and take a step towards your opponent. As you step, your head should be removed from the center line and out of the way of your opponent's jab. Remember, we do not want to reach towards the body, but squat down. You can use feints to set up the jab to the body. Also use the jab to the body to set up more powerful shots like the left hook or straight right. Different variations of the jab. We got the basic jab. This one I want you to move both of your feet as you flick the jab out. Straight out, straight back. Do not flare the elbow out. It will telegraph your punch. Number 2, the half step jab. This one, I want you to keep that back foot planted and just step with that front foot. Throw the same jab. Boom, boom. Number 3, slip outside, jab to the head off the center line. Outside your opponent's jab. Slip, jab, slip, jab. Number 4, slip inside and counter with the jab hand. Slip inside, counter, slip inside, counter. Number 5, spear jab. Same concept, you want to slip inside, but just turn the fist and spear it up. Turn, spear up to your opponent's nose. Number 6, the power jab. This one you're going to shift your body to generate more power behind the shoulder through the punch. Number 7, the up jab. This punch comes from the waistline. You can also slip off the center line as well and throw this punch, and it can also be used as a defensive tool. Number 8, the double jab. It's just like the basic jabs, but this time you're gonna double it up. Alright, best way to improve your lead hand is to shadowbox and actually use your lead hand. So we're gonna use the lead hand 70% of the time to start off this drill. So guys, I want you to start off with the basic jab and foot movement. Pop the jab, pop the jab. Now maybe throw in a double jab. Start moving around a lot more. Catching angles, visualize your opponent right in front of you. Respond to what they're doing. Maybe jab hook. Maybe hook uppercut. Switch up the speed of the jab, the variations of the jab. Throw up jabs, double jabs, triple jabs, constant jabs. Jab to the body. Body head, head body. Do a triple jab, right hand. Triple jab, right hand. I want you to keep visualizing your opponent using in and out motions, angles, head movement. Do this drill for about 3 minutes. Repeat if necessary.
I stay prepared for whatever you prepare to be. You need a bear, I'm never scared. This whatever, man. I can't lose. I'm out to beat the best, so I could be the best, but even better, cause every second I'm perfecting to perfection. Ain't no limits, no excuses, second guessing. All I know is hard work, dedication. All I know is hard work, dedication. Gotta